Later, kids.
Hi, Adam.
Hello, everyone out there in internet land. Is
Really,
that really loud or
yeah, it was
something?
really loud.
Wow!
That's what it sounded like.
Fair enough. Hello, Morgan, and hello,
Hi,
all
Adam.
of you wonderful weirdos out there. It's almost Halloween. We've been doing some on and off odd Halloween things out there, but today we're just going to stay in and watch a classic monster movie.
It sure does look like a classic.
It's
I
a
mean, made by none other than
classic.
Roger Corman. So if
Yeah,
anybody knows classics, it's
let's
Roger.
uh let's just roll it, man. Let's
You
just
just
let's
want to
just put
roll
it
it? You
on.
want to
Let's
find
just
out?
yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk as it goes on.
Okay.
Roger, of course, passed away this year, and if Roger didn't exist,
Did
all
he?
the people
I
I
guess
yeah
I forgot that.
yeah I like almost 100 years old. Dun 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 dun.
Very loud.
Allied artists. Their pictures are corporated, but they present fish, an attack of the crab monsters.
I like how the copyright was like cut off at the bottom. Like just it was just half of it. Is that Judy Garland's brother, Richard Garland?
Dick Garland. That's Garland you put on your dick.
Oh,
Wait,
and Richard's gonna cut, right?
which one? The main star of this is the professor from Gilligan's Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was his
Remember
name?
his name? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember
My
what his
phone's
name
not
is.
near me. I didn't bring my phone, so we're playing this loops. We're just relaxing and watching movies. That's all we're doing
What the
here.
fuck was his name? I can't even remember.
The Professor.
Yeah, and the professor too.
Right. That's the sequel. Professor 2.
Electric
Revenge of the Professor.
Boogaloo. Oh no, that doesn't look like a crab. That looked like a squid or a giant
Yeah.
octopi.
If I remember right, there's like a psychic giant squid that controls the monsters or something.
A psychic giant squid?
Something that's not a crab.
But
And
it's
it
still
speaks.
Attack of the Crab Monster or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a great series of if I'm saying his name wrong, Guy H. Smith, I believe is probably a pseudonym, but he might be his real name. Yeah, oh well. It's a good, nice, clean copy of this.
I mean, this is far better looking than it ever looked at the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I mean, imagine going to like a drive-in to see something like this. The print must have been shit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Marianne.
Like a welcome. I'm doing an accent and I don't know what. Uh, Of course, in a lot of Rogers stuff, there's a lot of exposition and a lot of like faux science talk. They'll randomly explain atoms and molecules to you as if you've never heard of them before.
I mean, how else are you going to pad the timing, right? It's like
Yeah.
a 20-minute script that they make last an hour and 10 minutes. So.
And this was made in 1957, and so my belief as a child is that like people in 1957 didn't know what molecules and atoms were. Didn't really know about atoms until we split one. So it's only
I
been
mean,
about
yeah,
10 years that they've. Yeah,
that,
that's
that that makes sense.
that's how it works, right? Yeah, yeah. There he is, right in the back. There's the professor. I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see me pointing. But the
This
mystery
guy,
head look. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah,
him right there.
yeah.
He doesn't
He's
look
got the
very professorial right now.
Yeah, they all back away from him, so we get to realize, oh, he's the guy. He's got a cool leather jacket on. Professor was kind of a hunk back then, actually.
You think he's gonna fuck?
He's gonna fuck
He's gonna fuck.
crab.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck the
crab
crab monster.
Yeah, that's how they win. Yeah.
Wait, how? What? How deep is where they're at? It didn't
Yeah,
seem like it was that deep. There's like a 400-foot monster right there in the 3 feet of water that they're at. Oh no! Oh, not his lifeless corpse. Oh!
Oh, actually, that's pretty rad for 1957 to pull a guy up and have no head.
Yeah.
Even if he does look like a bunch of balloons inside.
I mean, to be fair, don't we all look like a bunch of balloons inside of clothes?
A bunch of buffoons.
Uh,
Meh. Roger Corman, in the other world. I'll do my little Ouija board to speak to you now. I'd like to thank you for basically ruining my life because, if it wasn't
You're
for Roger,
welcome.
all of the other monster movie makers and the cheesy horror movie makers wouldn't exist, and therefore I wouldn't be into it so much. So then I would have grown up as like maybe a banker and be retired by now, or maybe have been like a wild pop star and been retired by now. But otherwise, I'm what I am, and it's not that great.
There's like still time, right? You can become either of those things. You can become a
Pop
banker.
banker, a
You
pop
can become a
banker.
pop banker. Yeah, pop star banker.
Yeah, no, I just bank pop toys
Oh, okay.
for investment.
Yeah, those are definitely a sound investment. Any banker will tell you that
Yeah,
Funko Pops are a sound investment.
I'm sad there is no Roger Corman Funko Pop. There's a Funko Pop for everything else, but there
There
should be a
isn't?
posthumous Roger Corman Funko Pop.
Oh, come on. Posthumous?
Yeah, for posthumorous when before he's funny.
Roger Corman. I bet you there is. Funko.
Now they're gonna get some coconuts together and make a radio transistor out of it.
Oh, there's like an
Oh, actually,
okay.
I believe the professor, who's not a professor in this, ironically, that he is a radio rep for the army, so he does fix radios, but he never does it with coconuts in this movie.
Well, maybe this island didn't have as many coconuts available to them
Yeah,
as Gilligan's Island.
yeah. I think they're more like a beach in the South Pacific, more than an island. So I think they could, if need be, they could drive into the jungle to get home.
Do you think that they actually named the island Gilligan, like Gilligan's Island,
Yeah, he
after
became
they
the
left?
specific owner.
Right. Yeah, because
Yeah,
then they go back at a certain point and then like take
yeah.
it over.
It made it as a resort.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because when they in the movie where they get saved, they discover they have PTSD and they can't deal with humanity anymore. So they shipwreck themselves again, but people see them do it, so they have a connection to the mainland. And then there's like multiple movies, if not like a short series of them running it as a resort.
There's definitely one movie. I can't remember if there was a show version of that, but yeah, there's definitely one of the movies.
If not, the movie like jumps ahead and they've been doing it for a while. Like it sort of
Yeah,
alludes that like there's a big jump in time or something. I've definitely seen those two movies, Return to and Escape from. They sound like Planet of the Apes movies. Actually, I believe it's
or
like
the Witch
Rescued
Mountain
from.
movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
R.I.P. Grizzly Adams was the Witch Mountain movies, right? To the Rock.
I think he was in one of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Good old Grizzly Adams.
yeah.
What a
And his
fucking name, Grizzly.
Incredible. Well, that wasn't his real name.
Yeah, it wasn't?
No, that was just the movie he was in.
Wasn't it,
Like a TV series where he had a bear. He ran.
wasn't his
took
name
care of a bear.
Grizz
Lee Adams? Yeah,
I thought his
like
first name
Stan
was
Lee,
Grizz.
but it was Grizz.
Yeah, Grizz.
At first,
Lee.
she was short for Griswold.
Oh,
Oh,
careful, you don't want to touch Mercury.
or cloth. What's worse, touching Mercury or touching cloth?
I mean, it depends on what's touching.
Sometimes if you touch too much Mercury, you uncontrollably touch cloth. Or the first time I ever heard someone say that, I had no idea what that meant. Like, oh, it means they have a poop coming out. Okay.
Oh, I know what a poop is.
There was a horror movie called The Cloth, and the review I heard was it The Cloth, more like touches cloth, and that was the only review. And I was like, I don't get it. So I had to Urban Dictionary it.
That's pretty clever. That's a clever review.
I was talking about the H, but why is that the Hell's Kitchen guy beside him?
Did that guy look like Gordon Ramsay a little?
Gordon
Yeah.
Ramsay, that's it. Yeah. Oh. I'm not gonna say go back. We got too much of this movie to get through as it is. We're not going back. We might see him again. They're gonna go up the hill to see them, I think.
Yeah, we'll see all these characters again.
I hope. They're all
Hopefully-
wonderful and deep characters that I care so much about.
I mean, really,
So
I hope we see every single one of them die. That's what I want.
the thought I didn't get to finish is that Guy H. Smith has a series of books about crabs, and Guy H. Smith is the character that. Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh yeah, okay, I can see Gordon Ramsay,
Not the one talking, but the other one.
the one that's like,
Mhm.
yeah, cross
like,
armed.
You fuck monkey! Put some bread between your ears.
Fuck monkey. That man's got a sharp chin there. That's
Yeah.
a sharp looking chin.
Bruce Campbell would be proud. The Attack of the Crab books that I was mentioning, they are the inspiration and persona inspiration behind Garth Marenghi stuff.
Oh,
it was all
okay.
the series of Guy H. Smith books and the persona of the guy who wrote them. He was a weird, cartoony man who always smoked a pipe and talked about how he was so much smarter than everybody, but it was like a shtick for him too.
All right.
And it's like, oh no, the souffle is ruined. Meanwhile, back on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, back on this model.
Commercial station. Probably the
Commercial station. You know what? I think it's time for a commercial break. I think we should
Really?
pause for a commercial.
Are
Yeah,
we
I think
pausing
should
for a commercial break?
Just change the channel and we'll go to another commercial break. What's happening?
Oh yeah, Fox Kids.
It's a question of what's better, Little Shop of Horrors or Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
I mean, in cartoon form, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah,
for
the Little
sure.
Shop cartoon was shit. Both on Fox Kids though. Only on Fox Kids.
This dryer at $249.99.
Oh, good. You can clean your bones.
Dry to the bone.
This refrigerator $499.99. A 9-cubic-foot freezer, chest or upright, $279.99.
Filled with upside down
America's best
ice cream cones, frozen.
Great savings this week only. So come get them before
Whoa,
they disappear.
careful now.
Spooky prices.
And now Sears is
Experts at
disappeared.
Magic Manor have
It's the
everything
ghost-
you
the
need
ghost of
this year,
Sears.
including actual character masks from famous motion pictures.
Whoa.
They can show you the proper
These are
application
awesome.
of makeup to impress that
Yeah.
special someone. Magic Manor's professional
impress that
hand-painted custom masks start as low as $250.
Oh,
This
that
Halloween
one's
for the Magic Manor.
oh.
Wigs, masks, makeup, costumes, shockingly authentic. Magic Manor,
Hey.
East Wind Mall.
Monkeys.
I'm all for that.
Get out of the way, Molly. Go for your gun, Texas. Guess you got me, Alabama. I ain't wearing my
Alabama.
shooting irons. Just one thing before you shoot. Will you bury me with my boots on? Okay, Texas. Say, where'd you get them boots? That's mighty fine-looking footwear.
From a corpse.
Why, I got these at the best shoe store in town. And at a mighty fair price, too.
He's
Mighty
totally
fair
robbed.
price.
By golly. How about taking me down to that shoe store right now?
But what about me?
See you later, Molly. Yep, Alabama, you'll get just what you're looking
I
for
got
at
a
this
man to
store,
fuck.
because they've got the best styles in town.
I'm gonna fuck him out of his boots.
Sponsor card.
I don't know, but I do know that McLean's dead.
What that commercial was, that last one, the black and white one, was
Yeah.
a spec-made commercial by Ed Wood that he made all these commercials in his own free time, and he would send them
Yeah.
out to things and just a sponsor card and said, you can just say it's about you.
But cause against
And so he sent that to like dozens of shoe stores and no one ever took it. But now it's available for the world to see, which is why at the end he's like, see you later, Molly. Like, it just all sort of makes sense afterwards.
That was really weird. But also, like, the implication that, like, he's about to get shot and he's like, just bury me with my boots? No, you're gonna fucking steal that corpse's boots. That's what you do.
That's what you do.
That's what
the
you
rule.
do in the Wild West. You steal the corpse's boots. That's just the way it goes.
If Red Dead Redemption has taught me anything, it's
Jim.
I mean, then that's the greatest example of the Wild West, right?
right, exactly. That
so
and
truthful.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah. I bet you
best
Brokeback Mountain is way more accurate than anyone wants to admit.
It's way more accurate than Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
anyway.
probably.
Marty.
It gives
Marty!
a whole
Was that girl's name Marty? I didn't think I caught that before. She picks her up. Marty!
Where's Jim?
He's in the pit. He
Oh,
went
not
into
at the
the pit.
Sepultura concert. Jim shouldn't go into the pit.
He must have fallen during the quake.
during the quake.
All right, good work.
strange.
So,
Are you alive?
Yeah, that's it. Yell down. Are you
I'm
alive?
coming for you. Don't try to move.
Are they both
No,
French?
But we must go down to him. Not this way.
I think one's French and one's German, or they're
Yeah,
both
one's
doing
definitely-
bad French accents.
Well, I think they're both doing bad accents, but one's waffling more into German.
Yeah, the Thai is more German. The other guy is just Poirot. He's the fat Poirot from that.
Must join the pit because
Oh,
the pit
right.
was created
Yeah.
to
Maybe they're
both
from the
French.
surface.
Yeah, but I can't think of his name. Who was the fat Poirot?
He also looks like. Did you ever watch the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles?
Yeah.
You remember how he
vague-
had his like sidekick Remy or whatever, who's like a Belgian dude, looks
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
like this guy.
who wasn't supposed to be John Rhys Davies young?
Yeah, but was kind of.
Come, we must hurry.
Because they always sort of alluded as if they had a lot of adventures together before and we never saw them.
A little shaky.
Yeah, that him and him and Sala had
Yeah.
adventures. Yeah, no, they never showed that in the show. But the guy that they have that's his like companion is definitely very Sala-esque.
Yeah, it's just a filler for that.
Well, it was pretty dark where we were, but it looked like the whole island was coming down.
And then they burnt all the chicken. Fuck monkeys.
And they're eating the dogs and the cats.
Oh God. It's sad that the scariest thing is going to take place after Halloween. But let's not get political, folks.
It's true.
Spoopy.
Sorry, you have to take a poop?
It's no spoopy. It's
Oh,
when it's
okay.
poop, spooky poop. It just comes out like a ghost. You think you did it, but you didn't really do it. There's nothing there.
I've had a couple of those. Is that when you wipe and there's nothing there?
Oh,
It
maybe
kind of
yeah.
like slides out. That's a spoopy.
Yeah. It definitely gives you the chills.
And they're multiplying.
My go-to film to watch every Halloween, of course. I
I love
finally
Night
got
of the
around last night to watch Night of the Demons. The original. It's the most trick-or-treaty type of thing without being actually a trick-or-treat movie.
It's a classic.
Class. Oh man! So Severin has just released finally their Blu-ray and 4K of the '80s trick-or-treat movie. But if you get their fancy pack for that, it literally costs $66.66. It's like,
Oh, very
very
good.
and I'm betting that's also American. So it probably costs after shipping, it costs like $100 to get that thing.
You're talking about Trick or Treat, the one with like,
Gene Simmons.
yeah, okay, yeah, and Skippy from fucking Family Ties. Yeah,
Yep,
I mean
that's the one.
that movie's great. Not $66.66.
Even for me, and I love that movie, and it's like totally like my aesthetic. And I have there's one company that released it on DVD, but technically it was a bootleg because it never paid anybody and it wasn't official, but it was available around the world.
And it's got Gene Simmons and
Ozzy's face on it,
Ozzy's
but
face
it's like
on the cover. Yeah,
from more present
they're
day.
like top build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legendary. The same company released Shakma back in the day, so I definitely
gotta love
stocked up on
Shakma.
their cheapy DVDs.
Gotta love Shakma.
I think the crabs came and attacked while we were in the commercial break. I think we missed the crabs.
Did we miss some of the crabs?
I think we missed Mr. Crab.
I definitely didn't miss crabs.
How has your world changed when you realized that Mr. Crab and the Kurgan from Highlander are the same person?
Oh yeah, right. That's all.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah, Clancy Brown.
Oh, there's a crab!
Oh no!
Or just a
Or just a claw?
claw. Yeah, the claw.
It's just one. It's just one walking claw. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Well, there's the movie The Giant Claw, which is like the crazy turkey movie. I actually really quite like that movie.
Turkey movie? It's like a giant turkey.
It's a Keiju turkey, but it's got like googly eyes and a stretchy neck. But it's made of
amazing.
It's made of dark matter. It's made around this time. I think it's a Sam Henson produced movie. He's one of those guys who like took a lot of like Mexican films and dubbed them and made them into English. But the Giant Claw's not. It's American, and it has some of my favorite like talk down to you science fiction because it says it comes from the dark matter universe. So they have to find a way to like make out of the back of the fighter jets have change their chaff, like the smoke that comes out of it, into dark matter, so it will stop it. And like that makes any sense.
Why not, Doctor? Blood? Where could he drag himself? We will not find him tonight. We had better return in the morning when there's more light.
Oh, against stalling, huh? Like we can't find him tonight. We got to pad this movie out more. We'll do it tomorrow. Let's walk back home now. Like in Robot Monster, we'll walk up this hill and all the way back down this hill.
Oh, some good climbing there.
Yeah,
Way to go, Professor.
The professor was a hunk. He always seemed pretty fit for being what he was supposed to be old in Gilligan's Island. It's funny, like, I think in one of those reunions, at one point we did a WOC show and we did one of the Gilligan's Island specials.
Yeah. That was when we
And-
did the Harlem Globetrotters.
Right. And that I think that's one of the specials that take place when they have the island. Oh no, they just live on the island at that point. The
Yeah,
Harlem
'cause
Globetrotters
they
just show
were
up.
on the island because then like the Harlem Globetrotters they crash on the island.
Right.
There's like a whole opening scene of them, their plane going down. So
The amount of Gilligan's Island episodes where there's a band that gets stuck there and performs for them, and they always get off the island, but they never take Gilligan and his friends with them. Like, fuck you guys.
they get a nice performance from the monkeys, and then the monkeys leave, and everything goes back to normal.
I believe, because I believe that was before the monkeys, but that there was a fake Beatles though that appeared on it. They were like called like the June Bugs or something,
Yeah,
and they were
very
like
good.
like a very Beatles ripoff.
Are you sure it's before the monkeys? It's probably pretty close to the same time because the monkeys is like 67, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it depends because you got to think like the first like 2 seasons of Gilligan's Island are in black and white.
Yeah,
They're
right.
like not too far off. Like but they were cheap though, so it's like sort of misleading when like a lot of other channels already were in color. Gilligan's Island was ripping out a cheap show in black and white for its first season. Like,
Yeah, right.
It didn't have to be black and white, so it's not like it was airing the same time as I Love Lucy was, but it's not too many years after that.
Look, every tube has been sliced.
And I think the
It had to reach way inside to
I don't
do it
know, but I mean,
without
let's
breaking these
tell me if I'm wrong in the credits, but I think that the monkeys are much closer to the 70s than they were to the 60s.
All I can say is,
I feel like the whole thing that they're mocking was already done and over with, and that's what kind of makes it as hokey as it was.
Oh well, okay, here we go.
Do you think you can fix it?
No,
Fix it.
they were around in the 60s.
Bottom up.
The show itself wasn't, but
To build a new one?
let's see. When did the show start?
I don't know. Why do you suppose it didn't come
Oh
out
no,
the
it
door?
did.
Could
First
I
aired in
start?
1966.
I can only guess.
Hmm.
It would
So
take
when was-
considerable
Shockingly,
power
before
to
Batman, I'm
find
surprised
this
about that.
There is power in the lighting.
Yeah, very similar aesthetic too. Although, okay, so Gilligan's Island was 1964.
Any other ideas?
So they were pretty much around this close to the same
They
time.
would have been contemporaries, but I don't think
It just shows how cheap Gilligan's Island was. That's
Gilligan's?
that's the porn. Jigglins.
Jigglin's Island.
Surprise.
That's my kind of island. Yeah,
But
okay,
they-
so it went until 67, so they did overlap, but that's just in the third season.
Yeah, when they were in color. So
But I can tell you this. Everything that has happened from the death
Yeah.
of the first sailor to the destruction of our radio.
there's a certain level of like classic shows from the 60s which are on that borderline part where you assume it's much older because it starts in black and white, but then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, they're just being
There
cheap
is a single cause. That cause is outside of
Yeah,
nature as we
right.
know it.
because it's outside of
That is
nature
why
as we
I
know it.
insisted on caution entering
Did
the
you know
business.
that there was another Monkeys show that
Unquestionably
came
on
out
the
too,
brink
like in
of
the
Oh, the new monkeys in the 80s?
yeah.
Yeah, that history does not want to remember, and neither did the monkeys.
Yeah, I found an episode on a tape, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Ooh, but
I
that,
thought
like,
it was
it-
like a
it's like
special,
late
a
80s. It's
one-off.
like 1990 maybe.
Yeah, it's like definitely the late 80s, and it might even be into the 90s. But yeah, they
Yeah.
like did 6 episodes because it had been airing on MTV or like one of those
Yeah.
shows, and they got really popular again. So they thought that they could have a comeback, and I guess they couldn't.
I was watching some other podcast that was talking about that, how like the album release was such a big thing that stores across America were just covered in their to be released album and then immediately taken down.
Oh, so sad.
And because the original monkeys themselves like publicly stood out against it. They were just like, kids don't really get this. They're watching it because it's silly and they're laughing at it. And
Yeah,
the
but-
adults who like it, they're gonna stand behind.
Oh shit!
Is it The Rock just broke
Yeah,
his
did
hand
The
off?
Rock just chop his fucking hand off? That doesn't make any sense. And not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, just a rock, right?
Right. Nor
the-
Dave The Rock Nelson either.
Okay.
Ah, who's gonna cook that?
Is it Dave The Rock or is it Dave Rock Nelson?
I think it depends on what type of day you ask him at and what level of meds he's on. I don't know.
I'm The Rock.
The Rock. I think he used to be The Rock, and then all of a sudden he realized who The Rock was, and he just sort of like, okay, I'll just go with Rock.
Didn't want to get beat up.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. See the guns on Dave Nelson. He always takes his shirt off of at every live show. People in Chicago this week got to see him do it twice.
We'll help you sleep.
Look at that severed hand.
Thank you, Martha.
Thank you, Martha.
I could use some sleep.
Oh, so she's Marta. So that's probably why that guy actually did call her Marty. Marta McFlyer. What? Oh, I die from hand.
Oh no! Did he bleed out of his stump?
Stump.
Oh no, he just fell asleep. Okay.
He just asleep. She's otherwise she'd be like. Hopefully she'd be more emotional about that.
And he's dead.
Man,
See you later.
All right. Gotta go. Bye.
And I'll take one.
You know all this talk about the monkeys and stuff. I think we should just change the channel and watch a music video.
You want to watch a music video? Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, those horses are perfect.
Yeah,
They're so lifelike.
And their superimposed hips and legs just totally move in sync with everybody.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love these skeletons. They're so good. Did you draw those yourself?
Yeah, just MS Paint, baby.
Beautiful. Looks like they're jerking off, kind of.
Well, they hold their swords like this.
Like they're stabbing themselves with their swords.
Skeletons don't have brains.
That's true. I mean, case in point right here. How did he already die again? It makes no sense. Yeah, Thunder Glove! That was startling.
It's almost exhilarating.
Ooh, it's almost exhilarating.
So they're
music
being
video was
spoken
most
to
exhilarating.
by the psychic monster that talks to them and just fills in plot in the movie. But yeah, the video for Thunderglove wasn't finished yet. There's another scene to be added in. So this is only on this show right now do we get the mini.
What's gonna happen in the other scene? Are the skeletons gonna?
I'm gonna add something that goes to the title of the song, which has the word vortex in it. So there's, you know, at the end of the video, Greg goes from an axe to a sword, and we're gonna explain why he gets a sword out of a magical vortex that comes out of the wall.
You mean a magical sword text?
A sword text. Whoa, that should be their new song, Magical Sword Text.
There you go.
Because the pen is mightier than the sword, so it's sword text.
Oh, very good.
Yes, obviously very good.
Let's pitch it to the right now.
Oh, they've got crabs again.
I hate it when that happens.
Get him with the shampoo. With those, Professor just threw a grenade. 2 grenades.
Are they made out of coconut?
Yeah, I bet they are.
Coconut grenades.
Coconuts to you, crab.
Wait, did he just knock off his claws or something, or were
No,
those?
it caused the stalactites to fall into his brain.
Stalactites, not the stalagmites, because they're the ones going up. The stalactites are going down, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's tight when it goes down. Wait, what?
It's might when it goes up.
It's mighty.
Passed through it like water. The stone penetrated its brain, or motor area, or whatever keeps the thing alive.
Or whatever. Science and technology.
We regret it.
Yeah. So, but you got to see Thunderglove open at the review for Conquest.
Yeah, it was awesome. They were so good.
I was stuck with an event at Eyesore, because I need the money. But then the projector bust, so then we had to use a backup projector, which is not so great. So I'm declaring that we do in November a really long day of bad movies, and it'll be the quest for the new projector. So
that's a great idea.
We can we do a bunch of simple public stuff like this, so we can stream too, but also have it as $1 a movie, and we do 6 movies, and people just came and leave donations or whatever, and then hopefully that'll help with a new projector. The backup's not terrible, but it's not great either. So
I mean, yeah, no, he needs a proper projector, so we're gonna get him one. It's gonna happen.
You haven't been in since we put in the bootleg thing. It'll be very funny to see.
Yeah, he's hung it from a tripod or something.
Yeah, the tripod I have. And he hung
sent me a
upside down.
Photo.
Tried to destroy me. This, mes amis,
Oh.
was one great mistake.
Is that
I mean-
is that the sword, the axe that Greg uses?
Yeah, that's so he loses it there. And,
Oh, okay, so it goes into the attack the crab monsters.
and right, and then he has to get a
then
sword
somehow
out
he
of something
gets a
else.
sword out of. Okay, where's the
Yeah,
sword
he's-
come from then?
You'll have to wait for the video,
Okay,
There's no cohesion
for the
between
completed video. We'll have that out very
does
soon.
it come from your butt?
Nor do I.
No, the vortex is not in my butt. I'm not in the video. I'm just directing the video and MS painting all the effects.
You're just really behind the scenes.
Yeah, my behind is behind the scenes.
The electron in the copper atom breaks off to circle
I mean,
the
tech
next
issues
taking
abound.
charge
When I
from
went
wire.
to film that, I had
Follow me, Hank?
another SLR like this one, but the battery was fucked. So luckily, then I got this backup now. But at the time, I had to film it with my phone, and my phone's not a very good phone.
Atom to atom.
But props to Devlin for filling in for the shots that we filmed with me in it, because we also did footage for Little Bastard, which hopefully this Sunday we'll be filming a little bit of too. So that according to the youths that are in Little Bastard, they're all available for a bit on Sunday. So we're gonna get a chunk of live action footage in there, not just
The Utes.
well, it's all live action, just not flashback footage or me in a green screen footage.
And their brain tissue, which after all is nothing
So,
more than a
but man, I don't know if it's just because you're standing next to Greg, but it's like because the amount of stuff that I'm wearing, like a fuzzy coat but no shirt. Every time I fall over, I'm like, I'm so lumpy. Thank God I'm wearing like a monster mask. I can pretend it's all special effects. That's what it is. That's what the whole body. It's an all body.
It's all just
It's not me at
lump.
all.
It's
Yeah.
just all lump.
I'm much. That's it. It makes them more monstrous.
I am not sure. But imagine they are able to send
Why are these
out
crabs
some
blowing up on the island? I don't know. I bet you there's a few island resorts that people go to and they come back with crabs blowing up all over the place.
Yeah, there's some crab blowing going on. That's for sure.
Good old crab cakes.
Of course.
Looks like we're on the verge
That's
of
my new
a
pet name for you now.
It's crab cakes.
Good old crab cakes.
Thanks,
Oh, it is
Schnookums.
still alive.
Or would you prefer sugar tits? Can I? Do you want sugar tits?
Yeah.
You seem like a sugar tits kind of fella.
Yeah. Yeah. But after we just talked about how lumpy I'm getting, yeah, totally.
One lump or two. There you go. Look at that. And you're British. Well, you
Sort of,
grew up
yeah.
in British.
British adjacent.
You grew up in British.
Yeah.
I have no ambition toward becoming a mad scientist.
I was
think
raised
we
a
ought to
limey.
try and capture that thing. Would you not like to
I
examine
mean
it?
that claw is very convincing. I
Yeah.
guarantee that's real. They took that
Wobbly
from
claw. Or a real giant crab.
wobbly claw. He's got a bad case of wobble claw.
Watch as I just zap this thing for lulls. It'll move.
The crab being afraid of electricity, Doctor.
Oh, is he gonna profess? He's gonna.
Yeah.
Come on, Professor, you can do it.
Ashes. The electricity destroyed the leg in less than a second.
That proves that the crab is negatively charged.
Yes.
What?
Then hence you must create a
Nick?
trap of positive energy.
What the fuck?
It's just like the giant claw, where it's about the fact that it's made of dark matter, but they don't know what dark matter is.
Why would he
so-
be negatively charged? I don't. The fuck?
I mean, I've been negatively charged too a lot of times, but you know, I don't think if you electrocuted me, I would turn to dust immediately. Anyway, I'd flash in and out as a skeleton for a little while, like in Home Alone. Oh man, you should IMDb search skeleton sometime. I like how the legendary skeleton has a full IMDb of great classic movies that he's been in as his own
Like the
account.
flying skeleton, or just general.
It just shows specific movies that evidently, according to this, was the same skeleton actor. From all the way from present day movies, from Lost Skeleton of Cadaver to House on Haunted Hill.
Oh my God, you're right. Look at this.
You must place them either side
Look
of one
at
of
he's
the
been in
upper
quite a
caves.
and Muppet
Lower
Pastor.
caverns will be
They're good. They added it. That's good. Yeah.
That's great.
Real-
No, it's House on Haunted Hill, The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra, Sin Immortal, and then Muppet Pastor.
Yeah. They knew that we had the classic actor from House on Haunted Hill, not Vincent Price, but Skeleton.
Whoa, and it's the same skeleton that was that played Skeleton Marv in Home Alone 2 when he gets electrocuted and he turns into a skeleton.
But not in the first movie.
No, not in the first movie. I
No,
guess he
this is-
wasn't available. And he was also in Plan 9 for Outer Space. That's impressive.
Might as well get to work.
Oop,
Some people call him Shaky, but the rest of us just call him Skeleton. That's
he's
his
in
formal name.
He's in The Shining. Look at that.
You don't want to say the real one, or else you get sued.
He was in Beetlegeist, but not the second Beetlegeist.
Beetlegeist. That's the other alternative universe for the Shining?
Yeah.
The Shining and Beetlegeist?
Lonesome in here.
Good times.
I bet you could even be lonesome in a crowd.
Oh, it's an update for the Riot of the Movie page. One of the last videos that we did. Two things about that. Of course, we recently did an Alien video on WOC, but we were very Alien-eccentric in the last Riot at the Movies video as well. And that's the episode where we played the trailer for Scared Shitless. And it is now announced that that's going to be the closing film at the Blood in the Snow Festival here in Toronto at the end of November.
Look at that.
So I'll get a chance to check that out. But also, the WWE, a month later, only like a couple of days ago, gave me a stinger and said, "You've been blocked for that video. Unless you remove 10 seconds out of the 30-second video of that commercial for WCW with Sid Vicious."
I get that shit all the time.
And there's a weird... the crabs are back. Look at his buck teeth.
Look at his giant eyes.
I'm gonna get you. I'm a crab.
He's a big nerdy crab. He gets made fun of by all the other
He is a nerdy-looking crab. You're right. What a dork.
What a dork. What a dork.
And he's like creaking like a fucking creaky door.
Mata!
Let's get down to the sea.
But, so... I just removed a couple of seconds out of it as they wished, and now the video's fine. But it doesn't even have to remove the whole thing. It just had to remove the bit that had the music for, like, whatever Halloween Havoc was. Because Halloween Havoc was happening this week, because now that it's back on WWE Network. And also, they've made a new YouTube channel called WWE Vault, which is actually really good, but it also collects classic commercials. So they wanted to air that commercial, and they want to be the only one to have it.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
So since they added it this week, they said, "You get the fuck out of here."
Get out.
But we do get the beginning with Elvira going, "Something's bigger than ever," and she opens her dress for that moment, and we both go, "Oh!" And then it just cuts, and then it's us talking about something else again. It's like we got scared by her boobs and moved on to the topic.
Happens to me all the time.
Wonderful underwater scenes remind me of Zombie. I was rewatching that recently too.
Classic.
It's cheesy as shit, but gory as well, and I think it stands up.
Yeah, it's a great one.
I did a little late night surprise that I saw and played a bunch of clips of really bad movies with really gross scenes in it. So I can't play that on here because a lot of the stuff either involved unspeakable bodily fluids or unspeakable atrocities.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Well, they went into the ocean and now they got crabs.
Oh, no.
Oh, shoot it with your electron gun, remember? We talked about this science.
Yeah, it's negatively charged. You gotta positively charge it.
Yeah, we gotta rub those batteries against the bullets.
Yeah, and then that'll work.
It wounded me. Oh. I must grow a new claw. Oh, okay, so the talking is just the crab. The crab fucking talks.
He sounds like he's on a megaphone. Bar, 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 bar.
Is he supposed to be psychically in their brains?
I don't know. Maybe we missed a plot point.
I never paid attention to this.
I think we might have missed something during the commercial break.
Yeah. You know what? I don't care that they're going to destroy this house right now. Let's change the channel. Let's see what's on another channel.
All right.
Sure. Let's do this too.
Okay.
Every time I come into a home and we feng shui it, I have to find out from you
And we
what
feng
is it
shui it.
that you want from life.
Actually, I have everything I want, but what's missing is someone to share it with.
So by saying
what
that you
I'm gonna
have
do
everything
then
you want,
is
that
look
was in
around
fact
at
a
your
lie.
home and find out how I can place
What is great
things
in life?
to
Why are
create
they so?
areas
They're
for
like talking
intimacy.
so close to each other. They're
So
very
what
intimate
you're
right
telling
now.
me is that by moving objects
very
in different
sitcom
positions,
talking.
it could
Sitcom people have to be
enhance
so
or
uncomfortably
make the
close
way
to each
for a
other.
relationship?
Absolutely.
I'm definitely
Look at this.
uncomfortable.
First of all, I want you to look at your dining
I
room
don't know.
table.
I think that woman
when
does
I
that.
came in,
I think she gets
it was
weirdly
empty.
close to people.
There's a tremendously
She wants
bright
to
light
taste your
here.
breath.
It's almost as if it's a spotlight. This table is far too big for two people to have an intimate conversation. So what we're going to do
You wanna get
is I'm going
close
to
then.
find
Really
some
close
pieces of
to
art,
you.
But
and
if you
we're
get
going
on
to
the
use
table, you
this
can have
half of the
room to have a
table
more
as a
intimate
pedestal.
interaction on
Now,
the table.
we have to
don't wanna go
place
through it,
this
though.
person in the right
Someone
place.
looks at the
and
camera like,
this is
"Is
the
this bit
position
for
of
real?"
power in your home because it faces the gathering room as well as
Why
the
did I
entrance.
agree to do
Although
this?
this is the
Gathering
armchair,
of the juggalos.
this faces the kitchen, and it is not a romantic spot. So we're going to
What? The kitchen isn't
move
romantic?
The armchair over
Tell
here.
that to my gut.
Great. And we'll move the armless chair over here. Okay, so when you have your partner here,
like the same
I want you to
fucking
sit
thing.
them
You-
in this seat. So they turn to the
They
right.
just swap chairs.
Because the right side is the
Don't look at me.
non-adversarial
Turn
side.
to her.
And they'll feel more kindly towards you.
Since she
Disney
owns the
knows
house, she
this.
gets to
They
have the
start
chair
all
with-
their lines by
with the,
turning to the right. So you will sit here. And your potential relationship here sits
Whatever.
here. Now, let me grab a few things.
Only she
All right,
can
we'll
have the
take
no
this
armchair.
potpourri, which will be great because it will add scent.
think this woman's ever had a
subtle
relationship
scent to
in her
the
life?
dining experience. Then we'll go over. Can I use these candlesticks, Lillian? Great, because
Yeah,
these
but
will
she
be
keeps them in like a
wonderful
gimp
on the
suit in
table.
a
Again,
box. Okay. Well, at least we're at a part where someone's getting killed. Oh, is he just cracking his bones?
It's just he's using one of those pinchers, like when you pinch a crab leg when you're about to eat it, or
But the crab's doing it to him.
Yeah. How the tables have turned.
He's gonna pop his head off? Tell me he's gonna pop his head off. It looked like it.
Keep going! I better light the oil back there. Come on, he knows what he's doing.
Hey! Good throw. I wonder if that's in Carlson Cave there, also the home of Robot Monster. And also the home of Batman. If you're all familiar with that both Batman and the Robot Monster live in the same cave.
Oh, is that the same cave to the back cave? That's the same entrance?
I believe so.
Oh, interesting.
It's just like a hill that's sort of semi on like Hollywood owned property.
Yeah, it's in the canyon. I forget where.
It was called the Carlson Canyon or something, I thought. It's
Yeah,
also starts with a
something
C.
The pity
Yeah.
is that all fires must one day burn out.
Yeah, the crab talks to them psychically. It wasn't like another creature. It's just the one crab.
How should I know? I'm not on the other end of this thing.
Oh, Hank, you must.
What a bitch, Hank. Right, way to go, Professor.
I am afraid that won't help you, Hank. By the time ships and planes can arrive, this island will have vanished beneath the waves of the sea. But you will not drown. You will be a power.
The crab monster wants to destroy the whole island. We need to go back to Gilligan's Island.
Of my existence. We will rest in the caves and plan our assault upon the world of men.
What did that do? He's
He
not
thought that-
communicating to you through fucking
The
whatever,
Morse code thing. Yeah, that's what he thought.
Why does why does it sound like voice and not beeps? This Morse code is broken.
I asked for beep. It's like when you want someone to just text you and not call you.
Yeah. Fucking crab keeps calling. God damn it. What a bitch. Whoa.
I don't know. This is a lot of falling rocks. I think we should change the channel one more time.
Man. Where's Dayman?
Oh, you said Dayman, so I misunderstood what you said.
No. Where's Danny DeVito? That's what I want to know.
This power of jazz. He is
Whoa, look at that car. That was the most 90s car ever.
And then punk guy, Matt McCullough.
What? Who's that dude?
He was Nightman and nothing else. Real holy man.
Is this also like Bible Man?
Yeah,
his like
he
costume
still looks like Bible Man.
Yeah, his costume has a very Bible Man aesthetic to it.
It's just 1997, baby.
And James Woods is Lieutenant
Dan. At some point, he should lose his legs.
But it was Dan and like double N's. Dan.
Right. That extra N holds onto his leg. The night will never be the same.
Definitely want to change the channel. That looks like shit.
All right, we'll go back to the movie then. It's almost over. We haven't missed much.
Thank God.
Yeah. Nightman, made by the makers of Baywatch Nights, based off a Malibu comic.
Well, then you know it's going to be quality if it's made by the same creators as Baywatch Nights.
I'll post some links to it on the Facebook group for Riot Movies, along with the animated episode of Ultra Force where Nightman guest appears on an episode.
It's too many crossovers.
So much Nightman. Or maybe I'll just play some smooth jazz. Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, they blew him. I thought he blew himself.
Did he blow his leg up?
Yeah. Got him by the shrapnel.
Oh no. What a dumbass. He should pour some coconut water on it.
Shockingly violent for 1957. I give them kudos for that. For being killed by a crab that looks like it slightly has Ernie's face on that. Hubert, I just want to cry you. I'm going to cry you.
I just want to pinch your nips. Just pinch your nips.
Pinch your rubber ducky.
What? Is he leaving now?
Go get the professor. He's going up the radio tower. They're trying to electrocute us all.
What? That radio tower looks like it's upside down.
Like a diamond.
Yeah, why is it going out? It should go... What? That was... Whoa!
It goes up in the middle and then goes back in again for some reason.
Oh, just like me.
Oh, okay. That's how that works. Your hourglass figure.
Yeah, I'm very hourglass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The end. Everyone's dead.
Wait, what happened to the professor?
He blew up with the
he rode that thing right down onto the crab and blew himself up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would never have guessed it.
And ironically, his look-alike would then be stuck on Gilligan's Island forever until he died.
What a terrible movie. I'm glad
absolutely.
I'm glad that we only watched half of it.
Thank Roger. Thank goodness you're dead.
Thank Roger. Thank Roger.
Yeah. Thank Roger. Roger Corman. Was that something Jamaican? Yeah, human. Yeah, but Roger Corman did not make Robot Monster, but it's not a far cry from something he would have done.
Definitely in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, he always tried to have some sort of like, I don't know, darker message to it. There's a much more kidsier thing to Robot Monster, even that he does kill children in that movie. But spoiler, everyone, it was all a dream.
Whoa!
What a cop out. You can't see the tape that Morgan played of Robot Monster. That was a TV recording from Canadian television, City TV. But you can see the pre-show over on WOC Archive, where we talk about aliens.
Yeah, we got the whole pre-show up
45
there.
minutes.
Yeah, that was actually a longer episode. We got lots. Oh, here's another great Canadian short playing right now.
Ooh, yeah. We did discover as well that the creator of the short that you found during that he was he's a Toronto guy. He had made a fairly infamous no budget SOV film that's sort of in this Ride of the Movie universe. I've tried to send a message out to him, but not getting a direct connection. He's not on socials. You have to email him, and maybe he doesn't check his email. I don't know, but he did make Psycho Scarecrow, which is on a lot of those big multi-pack things, quite renowned. Also, speaking of multi-pack stuff, this past week was the anniversary screening for Connell's film Flesh Freaks, which just came out on Vinegar Syndrome as its new release. You can also watch the secondary film he did on there called Kill 'em and Eat 'em, which I have also on many multi-packs, but that has a secret monster in it played by Mike Wood. So that's all the funnier to catch that.
I definitely want to watch that now.
Yeah. And it was actually a really nice screening. The location up in this college was a really cool little room that we got to watch all in, a kind of fairly packed house. Lots of cool interaction with them, and just talking about no budget schlock. And Flesh Freaks is maybe a little rough to watch on your own because it is like a high school film that somehow became this infamous thing.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of the SLV guys across the world do know about it, and they talk about that movie. But it is really fun to watch in a group. So if you do get a copy of that, bring your friends over and watch it, and maybe
Freak that flesh together.
Yeah, get your freak on. Is what I'm saying.
Thanks, Missy Elliott.
Thanks so much for watching some B movies with us. Hopefully, you'll have some fun horror since actual Halloween is a Thursday. Enjoy, have some good, safe trick or treating, and look out for your candy because there might be free drugs in there.
Yay, free drugs.
Yay!
And dad's cookies.
Oh.